Now it's time for Lefties Losing It, and I have played you many clips of lefties spewing lies, uttering insane diatribes and generally behaving in an ugly, hate-filled manner. We marvel and mock the sheer shameless stupidity of the modern left daily on this program. We've almost become desensitised to the insanity, but even I was taken aback, sickened by this demented diatribe from MSNBC's Nicole Wallace. Watch as she turns a beautiful moment into something unhinged and ugly. Let's first have a look at the beautiful moment.
Joining us in the gallery tonight is a young man who truly loves our police. His name is DJ Daniel. He is 13 years old, and he has always dreamed of becoming a police officer. In 2018, DJ was diagnosed with brain cancer. The doctors gave him 5 months at most to live. And tonight, DJ, we're going to do you the biggest honor of them all. I am asking our new Secret Service Director, Sean Curran, to officially make you an agent of the United States Secret Service.
Now, it takes a broken soul to turn that beautiful moment into something ugly, but that's precisely what Nicole Wallace did. Watch here, she starts off pretty well, but halfway through, the TDS kicks in, and she says something so full of bile that she's straight into Lefties Losing It Hall of Shame.
But I think this was a lesson in finding one thing that you let yourself feel. And I let myself feel joy about DJ, and I hope he's alive for another, 95 years, right? And I hope he lives and the life he wants to live. He wants to be a cop. He knows what he wants to do. And maybe when you have childhood cancer, that crystallizes for you. And I hope he has a long life as a law enforcement officer. But I hope he never has to defend the United States Capitol against Donald Trump supporters. And if he does, I hope he isn't one of the 6 who loses his life to suicide. And I hope he isn't one who has to testify against the people who carried out acts of seditious conspiracy and then live to see Donald Trump pardon those people.
You know, this woman's TDS is incurable. Even Rachel Maddow tried to move on the conversation right after that. She didn't want any part of that lunacy. When you're too far off the reservation for even Rachel Maddow, then you know you've gone and stuffed up Nicole.
Problem is, in the beauty of that child is the tragedy of the Trump presidency. Because we don't know how he survived pediatric cancer, but it is likely he benefited from some sort of cancer research. And it is a fact that Trump has slashed cancer research. It's a fact.
Actually not true. And shame on the Democrats who refused to stand for DJ, refused to cheer on this brave kid who has fought for his life, who loves his country, loves law enforcement. They sat there with their bitter looks on their bitter faces, holding their stupid little signs, and refused to just be human for a moment, to acknowledge a beautiful moment. But at least they were being bitter and twisted quietly. Not so Democrat Al Green, who was determined to make a spectacle of himself. This lefty losing it was warned again and again.
Small business optimism saw its single largest one-month gain ever recorded, a 41-point jump.
Members are directed to uphold and maintain decorum in the House and to cease any further disruptions. That's your warning. Members are engaging in willful and continuing breach of decorum, and the chair is prepared to direct the Sergeant-at-Arms to restore order to the joint session.
You heard Speaker Johnson, but do you think Al Green listened? No, he kept waving his little pimp cane around and yelling that Trump had no mandate. He was about to discover the FO portion of the FAFO equation.
Mr. Green, take your seat. Take your seat, sir. Take your seat. Finding that members continue to engage in willful and concerted disruption of proper decorum, the chair now directs the Sergeant-at-Arms to restore order. Remove this gentleman from the chamber.
That was fun. But then Old Al had the nerve to say that it was the Democrats who are civil, and then he called for another impeachment of Donald Trump. Good luck with that, champ.
Who uses his incivility against our civility. He is a person who has consistently been used incivility against civility.
Is that what you said?
Well, look, I'm willing to suffer whatever punishment is available to me. I didn't say to anyone, don't punish me. I've said I'll accept the punishment, but it's worth it to let people know that there are some of us who are going to stand up against this president. And I'm also working on my articles of impeachment. This president is unfit. He should not hold the office. 34 felony convictions, 2 times impeached.